Chris Bumstead's THAVAGE RTD is most likely the most loaded pre-workout RTD on the market right now. I'm staking my claim on this one. There's a lot of really great pre-workout RTDs on the market. We love a lot of them, but none of them are as packed to the brim with ingredients as THAVAGE. Now, this is in line with their powdered pre-workout. A huge scoop, amazing dosages. I'm happy they brought as much as possible to the RTD version. So let's jump in and talk about the ingredients involved in this one. Like I said, with the powdered version of this pre-workout, it's a huge scoop. There's a lot of really great stuff going on. So it's obvious that the RTD is going to have a lot in there. It's not exactly the same. There were a couple things removed, and obviously most of the stuff was kept. For those who are going to complain about the stuff being removed, remember that this is a 12-ounce beverage. So there's not a lot of water in here. Not every ingredient suspends well in water and stays there, especially not when you're using 12 ounces. It's a convenient amount of water. I've enjoyed the amount that I have to drink with this. I'm not a person who drinks 24 ounces of water with this pre-workout, so I appreciate the smaller amount. It leads to a strong flavor, and I think that they got enough ingredients into this where you get a great benefit from it. It's still more loaded than the rest of the industry, and of course, it's cost effective as well. So let's get into the formula. Now, you know we're going to start off with citrulline. Citrulline is most often one of the biggest doses in a product. In here, we're getting 6 grams. Now, 6 grams of citrulline is awesome. It's a pure L-citrulline, so we don't have to talk about the amount of malic acid that's taken out of it. The clinical data on citrulline starts at 2.4 grams. So anywhere from 3 plus is really where we're happy because it's going to raise serum arginine levels. It's going to boost nitric oxide and get that blood flow moving. At 6 grams, we're double that 3 gram minimum dosage. We're in a great range for blood flow, but it's not the only thing in here that's going to help out with that, obviously. For the intended consumer here, this is for bodybuilders for most often. This is not going to be a huge stim bomb that's going to crack you out of your skulls. In fact, that's not what we expect from CBUM at all because his powdered pre-workout also is not a huge dosage of caffeine with added theanine. It's a calm, nice experience that people of a lot of different ranges of tolerances are going to enjoy. After that, we've got beta-alanine, a classic ingredient buffering lactic acid from the body. Your muscles are going to be able to work longer. You're going to be able to extend your sets. You're going to be able to extend the work capacity for the workout. 3,200 milligrams here. 3,200 is one of the most popularly studied dosages of this. Remember that beta-alanine is an ingredient that needs to be loaded. You want about 179 grams of it over around 28 days, I believe it is, so you can actually get that saturation amount of beta-alanine and reap the benefits. Remember, you are going to get the tingles from this ingredient. It's going to make you a little itchy. That's not what we're going for here. It's a byproduct of it. Beta-alanine links up with histidine to create carnosine, and it's going to buffer lactic acid out of your muscles. Now, after that, we get into a couple ingredients that I'm a big fan of how they went here with these dosages. These are honestly ingredient dosages that I expect to see in a powdered product, not an RTD. They did an awesome job here. 2,500 milligrams of betaine anhydrous, an incredible osmolyte, power output booster. There's actually even a study increasing arm size in women. I wish that us men got that claim too because I could use some help here. But nonetheless, betaine anhydrous is one of the best ingredients I enjoy for pre-workout consumption. You should use it frequently. It's another kind of load ingredient I think you should use as frequent as possible. It also helps out thermoregulation in the summer if you train in the heat. It's a great ingredient to use. A full 2 grams of taurine. You guys know I love taurine. The benefits of taurine start at a gram. I'm stoked that they got a full 2 grams in here. We have tons and tons of write-ups on taurine. It's in pretty much every pre-workout. You guys know if you watch any of my pre-workout videos how much I love it. There's a meta-analysis that just basically goes over all of the different benefits for athletes. There's more benefits than I would really like to get into with a shorter video like this. If you want to learn about taurine, we've got a lot of videos and blogs about it. I'd recommend you searching it on our site. Just know that taurine is one of the most beneficial ingredients for any type of athlete, and 2 grams of it in here is twice the normal dosage. So again, even though this is an RTD where most brands go easy on the dosages, they didn't. This is a cost-effective product. You're going to get really a lot of ingredients out of it for the price that you're going to pay. It's a way more expensive product to manufacture than most RTDs on the market. It's true. After that, we've got a full gram of agmatine sulfate. Now, this is a popular pump ingredient that we see pretty often. It also helps out with carbohydrate metabolism, also helps out with pain tolerance. There's a lot of awesome, really cool things about agmatine. I think it's kind of misunderstood and only seen as a pump ingredient. Yeah, it's great for pumps, but there's a lot more benefits to it. Most athletes are going to see some sort of benefit out of it in addition to just being a pump agent. I'm a big fan of this ingredient. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. Again, I have to say it again, with the dosages that they're putting in this RTD, we do not ever see this. Now, we follow that up up with 260 milligrams of caffeine. Now, we did have one comment on our Instagram of someone that wanted, 400 plus. I understand that a lot of people are high stim people. I would recommend that you still check this out, even if you traditionally like higher stims, because I think that most people should learn to enjoy a lower stim product. Not everything in sports nutrition needs to increase heart rate and blood pressure. And I believe that this product can be really beneficial for a lot of different kinds of athletes without the usage of high doses of caffeine. And believe me, I'm the industry guy that pushes for high doses of caffeine. I've taken 1,400 plus milligrams of caffeine for heavy squats before. The safety data absolutely supports what a lot of people like when they go higher caffeine, but I don't think that it's necessary for a good product at the same time. So give a product with lower caffeine a try. Now, they do back that up with L-theanine here, and this is where you're going to lose some people because L-theanine is a slightly sedating product. Theanine itself helps out a lot with sleep. You see it in some sleep aids, but when you see it with caffeine, and especially in kind of the ratio that they have it at here, where it's close to a 2-to-1 ratio, you get a really nice effect synergistically with the caffeine. It's going to extend the effect of the caffeine. It's going to prevent a crash with the caffeine, and it also has a legitimate claim for improving focus when using caffeine. So you'll see this in a lot of like gaming supplements or nootropics. And that's one of the things that I like about this product is that they didn't go crazy on those stems, but they did go into focus a decent amount. Now there's 260 milligrams of normal caffeine and anhydrous, but you'll notice after the theanine, I also add in here dicaffeine malate. Now dicaffeine malate is about 75-ish% caffeine. There's a 64 milligram dosage, but it's going to basically be around 45 milligrams of caffeine yielded. So you get total here 305 milligrams of caffeine. I think it's an awesome dosage. Honestly, caffeine for me doesn't need to really be over 305. I've gone much higher. It's an awesome feeling. But day to day, something like this, which is going to live in a gym cooler, which you might order some for yourself. It's convenient, it's easy, and it definitely works. I think 305 is a great dosage for a range of different people. It seems like every year the standard dosage of caffeine goes up. And for the first couple years, I was excited about that because I didn't think that your 150s and 200s were always enough. But some days now that 305 isn't always seen as the highest, I would recommend for a lot of people, check out a product that is dosed out like this and try it for yourself. One of the reasons I really believe in that is because at the end here, they've got a bitter orange extract standardized to 10% synephrine at 60 milligrams. Synephrine is an awesome ingredients. Synephrine is one of those ingredients that early on was only seen as a fat burner, and I think that was probably a mistake because in terms of stimulants, it does raise heart rate and blood pressure, so it does give you that amped feeling, but it's a very clean, crisp feeling. We've seen this in other products, kind of similar in Monstars from Ghost, where that synephrine just dials you in nicely. It's not like a gray area stimulant. It's not like an illegal stimulant, which has you off the walls. It dials you right in on the work that needs to be done, and I'm a big fan of it. Now, at the end here, they include estrogen and huperzine A from Nuliv. Estrogen is an ingredient absorption ingredient. It helps other ingredients be absorbed better. Now, they've got a lot of cell data. They've got some human data. But one of the big things that I like to bring up is the data they have on intestinal wall inflammation. It lowers it by about 74%. And most Americans have a lot of inflammation, especially in their gut. So I see it as a really great opportunity, if not to only increase ingredient absorption, but also to improve your gut health. Gut health is very important these days. The sister brand to Raw is going to be revived. They put a lot of effort into gut health, and this is a simple, cheap ingredient that can help out a lot with that. On top of that, like I said, it has some other claims for other ingredients, a bunch of amino acids like citrulline, which we have in here, and a few other ingredients are going to be absorbed a little bit better. At the end, like I said, huperzine A is going to help out with acetylcholine levels in the body. We don't have any choline donors in this product, like an alpha GPC or something like that, which would give choline to create acetylcholine. But what huperzine A is going to do is going to help get rid of acetylcholine esterase, which is the enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine. Now, you might be asking, what is acetylcholine? Acetylcholine is the learning neurotransmitter, is what we call it. It's a neurotransmitter that helps out with learning, helps out with all sorts of thinking, talking, action. If you are in a intense job where you talk a lot or you think a lot, it can be depleted. But it's also used in the muscle contraction. So if you are training hard, it's also there. So there's a lot of different reasons why you would want more acetylcholine in your body, and this is going to help make sure that that sticks around. We're not necessarily producing more of it because of this product, but we are making sure that it stays in the body longer. So maybe consider getting some choline around your day, a nootropic, more egg yolks in your breakfast, something like that to make more acetylcholine if this is going to be your major pre-workout. For most people, I see this being a convenient product to find in your gym cooler at, you know, they're going to be in Gold's Gym is one of them, but there's going to be a lot of different places you're going to be get these, like your supplement store. You stop in, you pay a couple bucks and you get a whole pre-workout. Whereas most people are drinking a Bang on the way to the gym, which, don't get me wrong, 300 milligrams of caffeine is definitely going to be fine for a lot of people on its own. Caffeine has worked for a long time. A lot of people rely on simply caffeine. There are ergogenic aids in here. There are thermoregulators. There are osmolytes. There are a lot of other things that are going to help out a lot here. And of course, the normal Chris Bumstead fan is going to be probably someone that's in a bodybuilding type of split, and they like that pump, which you're not going to get from a normal energy drink. So if you go to the different part of the case and grab one of these, you're going to get a lot more out of this purchase than just your normal energy drink. So that was an easy run through of the formula. I've used it twice now. I've really enjoyed the experience. It's clean, it's nice and straightforward. The theanine takes a little bit off of the caffeine. The synephrine provides a really great focus and energy. The pump is there. I'm a big fan of it. The flavors are a little thick. That's not a play on the pun there. There's a lot of ingredient going on here, so know that the flavor, because it's a 12-ounce bottle, is going to be really luscious. I'm a big fan of it. The blue raspberry is great, as well as the green one. I'm a big fan. I enjoy them, but realize that these are big dosed products, and as you would expect from the regular THAVAGE pre-workout, flavor is going to be a little bit stronger because they have to mask a lot of different ingredients in there. As always, guys, I do have to say the team at Raw sent this over for free. We got a case of each, and we do have a business affiliate relationship, so know that that is there. But hopefully this was an educational, informative video to help your purchasing. These are going to be available soon. I don't know when you're watching this video, but definitely check it out and go grab one for yourself. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.